Like and subscribe right now, or this will be in your bed tonight. Hello and welcome back to ProRevenge. Before we start, please scroll down and click like and subscribe. This means that you will get more videos from me. Please like and subscribe, and it will really make my day. Thanks. Redneck thinks it's funny to yank out mailboxes. My dad makes him pay. Disclaimer, this happened a long time ago, but still makes me giggle to this day. So way back in the day, mid-90s or so, my family lived in a log cabin on 10 acres of land in a rural area 10 minutes or so out of town. It wasn't totally the sticks, but you could definitely hear banjo music in the background sometimes. At the end of our nearly 1/4 mile long driveway was one of those roads that was also technically a state highway. In the AM I'd trudge down to wait for the bus. When I got home I'd grab the mail and carry it back. Until one Monday morning, when I went out and noticed the mailbox was gone. On closer inspection looked like it had just been ripped out of the ground. Dad was obviously not pleased. He went to talk with the county sheriff who happened to live a mile down the road. Turns out it had been happening up and down the road for months. Someone was tossing a chain of mailboxes and yanking them out with their vehicle. He suspected a guy down the road with his great big lifted 4WD truck, but couldn't prove anything. Usually happened on Sat and Sun nights with people finding out in the morning. Also seems the nicer the mailbox the bigger a target, and many had been hit multiple times. People had tried digging deeper, using more durable wood, etc. The guy just took it as a challenge and ripped them out again. Soft sandy ground and his truck was a monster. Well, Dad said challenge fucking accepted. A bit about my father. He's a steel worker with an engineering background and graduate degree. Built like a bear with 4 arms the size of my freaking legs. Most people looking at him would never think this monster of man is also brilliant, but he is. The calm cool type that almost never loses his temper. But wrong him, and God help you. So Dad goes to Lowe's and buys the fanciest prettiest mailbox they sell. He then proceeds to install it on top of an 8 feet long cylinder of 3-inch diameter hardened tool steel. But he wasn't done there. After digging down with post holers and dropping it in, he then filled it in with quickset concrete. To really sell it, he then used some strips of 1/2 inch wood to cover the steel core of his now indestructible mailbox of doom. Primed and painted them, so it looked like a standard 4-inch post, and even had my mom decorated with flowers and such. He wanted it to be as tempting of a target as possible. Didn't even take a week. I went out for school in the morning and found the mailbox right where it should be. Attached to it was 30 feet of chain and an entire hitch assembly, ripped right off the truck's frame, sheared the bolts. It was marvelous to behold. Sheriff gets called over, dies laughing when he sees it. He went to the house of the guy that was suspected and sure enough verified the damage to his truck matched. Fun fact. Fucking with a mailbox is a federal crime. As in you go to federal prison, not those cushy state places. Dad was unofficially rewarded by the sheriff's dep with a few cases of beer and some venison. And after that every deputy in town would flash him a thumbs up whenever they saw him. TL. Doctor, guy was pulling out mailboxes with a chain attached to his truck. Dad makes invincible mailbox. Guy goes to federal prison. Edit. Apparently vandalism to mailboxes is far more common than I thought, and other people have taken similar measures. I guess great minds think alike. Arsehole wagon v 4WD power wagon. Long time ago, friend had a huge 4WD power wagon. Creeper gear, high suspension with a 6 inches thick walled steel pipe for a rear bumper, a beast of a work truck. The rear bumper had 2 massive tow hooks welded to the bottom of the pipe that got frequent use. He was driving, alone, on a 3-lane road by a college just after evening classes got out, in the middle lane, approaching the section where the right lane ends, and requires that lane to merge. He sees an all the bells and whistles Mustang come flying up in that right lane alongside him, and they have to lock it up when their lane ends. Next thing he sees is the Mustang on his left, 3 guys hanging out the windows cussing him out, waving tire irons, and telling him how much they are going to mess him up because he was in their way. They accelerate, get in front of him, and slam on the brakes, now causing him to lock it up to not rear end these assholes in that big truck. He swerves into the left lane and accelerates just to get away from them. More brake checking, cussing out, and they won't let it go. Alright, if that's how you want it. He gets in front of that low-slung Mustang, going about 45 miles per hour, and stands on the brakes of that power wagon. Little college boy driver was paying attention to hanging out the window with his tire iron, and can't stop in time. That Mustang hit that steel pipe bumper and folded like a cheap lawn chair, with the whole front end sliding under the bumper. Remember those tow hooks? They face the front of the truck, so when that Mustang hood went under the bumper they dug right in, snagging the hood like a fish on a treble hook. He threw it into 4WD low and hit the gas. The screeching of metal was followed by sparks as he dragged that hood right off the Mustang and carried it about 100 feet until it fell off in the middle of the road. He sees the Mustang limp, wobbling half sideways with a flattened headlight dangling off to the side of the road as he pulls away. He gets home and there was barely a scratch on that 6-inch steel pipe bumper, and his differential had paint on it from that Mustang front end. Would love to hear college boy explain to daddy how he messed up his fancy car. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. A-hole tailgates me when I'm already speeding, so I set them up for a speed trap. I was driving home from a get together and was going 67 km/h, 41 miles per hour in a 37 miles per hour zone. Where I'm from, the police almost never pull you over if you're going 10 or less over, but will definitely pull you over for anything over that. All was well until I got closer into my area. It's less city-like and more rural, with the roads alternating between single and double lanes. I'm on a single lane speeding 6 miles per hour over when a pickup truck in my rear view caught my attention. They were going a tad bit faster when they caught up to me and promptly braked a meter behind me. I was like, okay, I'll speed up to 43 miles per hour, no big deal. But they continued to tailgate me. Upon closer inspection I could see the mug of the very angry women who had no understanding of personal space. What ensued was a full 5 minutes of them completely obscuring my rear view mirror with how close they were. I was tired and kind of hungover, so I really was not in the mood to be worrying about a potential car accident thanks to her driving. I was going to pull over to let her go around when Waz gave me a heads up that a police officer was reported up ahead. This was when I decided I'm gonna dole out some karma. I slowly dropped my speed from 43 miles per hour to 37 miles per hour, now at the speed limit. This woman was furious. Why she just didn't pass me, I'll never know, but she was literally going slightly over the midline, yelling to herself in my rear view, flashing her full brights in a weird show-offish way to get me to go faster. I did this for another minimum before Waz showed the cop was less than a kilometers, 0.6 miles, away. I put on my turn signal, very slowly pulled over, and watched this woman flip me the bird as she whipped past me, disappearing over the hill, now going way faster than 10 km/h over. I continued on my way, getting up to 70 km/h, 43 miles per hour, when I cleared the hill to see flashing lights ahead. Jackpot. I drove with anticipation until I got close enough to confirm it was my friend from earlier. Not wanting to miss out on hitting her with our new secret greeting, I dropped down to 60 km/h, 37 miles per hour, peered over and flashed the bird back at her. I hope you enjoy the ticket, Karen. TLDR. Driver tailgates me, so I purposefully slow down, triggering a rage within that makes them take off into a speed trap. Edit. Added the freedom unit conversion. Thank you all for watching to the end of the video. But before you go, please like and subscribe for more. Not many of you at all that watch are subscribed or like the video, and this makes me unsure if I should continue to make more content or not. So if you want more content, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss out on any future videos, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also, please give me some feedback in the comments section about what I can do better, because not many people comment on my videos, so I have no idea of people's opinions of thoughts about this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's all from me. If you have subscribed and liked the video, please consider sharing the video with your friends. Thanks and bye. I'm still doing daily uploads, so hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.